So after two really great, really redefinitive Aquaman runs from Jeff Johns and Jeff Parker in the New 52, the King of Atlantis is getting yet another big creative shakeup for post-Convergence. And one need only take a look at him here, where he's all gruff and beardy and, kind of aggro, to really realize that this definitely looks like they're priming Aquaman for his inevitable Jason Momoa portrayal in the new Justice League movie. And as we dig on into this sneak peek, we find he is actually an enemy of Atlantis. We don't know how he came to be an enemy of Atlantis, but he is on the run. And Atlantean soldiers are trying to kill him, but more than that, they're killing anyone who helps him and anyone who gets in his way. And in return, Arthur starts killing them. Now, I made the Momoa reference before, but I actually don't think he looks like Jason Momoa all that much. I actually think he looks like a blonde Kurt Russell. And along with being on the run, Aquaman comes packing some new powers. He's able to call down lightning strikes with his trident, so he's basically Thor now. This is a pretty radical departure from everything we've had before, because again, if you remember the Parker and the John stuff, a lot of those books were Aquaman coming to terms with himself and learning to accept himself. There's a great bit in the Johns run where he decides why it's important to wear his crazy orange and green costume. He still has orange and green on him, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely looking a little bit more armored, a little more Conan the Barbarian. And it's funny that the armor style, too, actually looks a little indicative of the tribal markings that you see over with the Momoa version. Now, the comic ends with the big revelation of who is it that's leading this attack. If Aquaman's not the King of Atlantis anymore, then who's sending these people to hunt him? And, well, surprise, surprise, it's Mira who's doing it, his beloved wife, friend, and partner, who is leading this attack against him. Now, as we had seen in, I believe it was the Future's End tie-in, they had kind of foreshadowed something like this, a situation where an Aquaman would choose the surface world over Atlantis, and he would end up making himself an enemy, and Mira, left behind, would end up ruling. So it's kind of funny that we've seen this come to be in its own weird way. Also, off to her side, we see a dude who I can only assume is Tempest, is Aqualad, is Aquaman's original sidekick. Now, we had heard references dropped to Tempest a couple times in the Johns and Parker series, but we had never actually seen him up until this point. One of the interesting things about the Aquaman book is that he didn't really need a sidekick because Mira was always with him doing the job of a sidekick. So if nothing else, color me interested for that they seem to be bringing in more Aquaman characters. Hey, fingers crossed, maybe we can get Calder, maybe we can get Calderon, maybe we can get the Young Justice Aqualad that we love so much. Tula's already in there, so you put her in there and then you've collected everybody. So yeah, that's a sneak peek into Aquaman. And I'm not really won over by it. It seems like a really radical departure from everything that's happened before. But it is Cullen Bunn, and I love Cullen Bunn's writing. Be it from Magneto, the short-lived Fearless Defender, Six Gun, all that other stuff. Although I kind of can't help but feel that on his DC side of things, they kind of give him the crap jobs. Or not even really the crap jobs, they kind of give him, like, they give him the hardest ones. They give him the ones where people are going to be the most defiant. For people who don't know, he does Lobo, and I'm going to be doing a look at the sneak peek for Lobo, too. But it seems like they give him the jobs where people are going to be mad going in, and that's kind of unfortunate, because I think he deserves better than that. But, yeah, overall, that's Aquaman. I get the feeling my buddy Armin's not going to want a piece of these anymore, because of such the radical change, but, hey, his loss is my gain, so to see my reviews of Aquaman, be sure to check on over at the Comic Book Cast 2 channel, where I will be reviewing them when the new series comes out.